floor for questions for the student athletes.
Well, you know, obviously I'm really, really proud of our seniors. I'm not like this. They've meant so much to this program, and I just can't say enough about them. I mean, they've changed the trajectory of this program, and you know, I'm just so proud of them. And you know, I said it when I was talking yesterday, like the nickname of our team should be roller coaster because we're up and down and things. The difference between this game and other games is the first quarter we weren't making shots, and it affects our defense. And we stop playing, we don't play hard and things like that. The difference between tonight and other games we play is we snapped out of it. And I thought that was a really good thing that they snapped out of it. They found a way to get back in the game, gave themselves a chance to win. Our seniors really did a good job of taking over and saying, you know what, we're going to do everything we can to get back in this game. So I'm really proud of their fight. I'm really proud of what they did to get us back in the game. They didn't quit. They didn't give up. And I thought it was a great basketball team against a really good team. I mean, IUPUI is a very, very good basketball team. And I think from a fan standpoint, I think that was a fun game to watch too. Obviously, we don't like being on this end of it, but from a tournament standpoint, I think that was a really fun game to watch.
Questions for the players, please. Start with Steph.
Okay, ladies, obviously you had different roads here to Oakland. Taylor, you came here via Illinois. Leah, straight out of high school, part of Coach Tungate's first recruiting class. For each of you, what has it meant to be a Golden Grizzly?
Let's start with Taylor on that one.
I guess being a Golden Grizzly has been just being a part of a family, both within our team and then within the Oakland community. We have a lot of really loyal fans. So, sorry.
I started at Gleason.
I know. I was composed before that. So it doesn't just hurt for us, it hurts for all of our boosters and our fans who come out to the games all the time. And we wish we would have been able to pull this one out and really keep it going. But I'm really happy that I got to spend the 3 years I did here. And I only wish I would have figured that out beforehand. But I'm a firm believer in everything happens for a reason, so I feel like I came to this program at the right time for Oakland and for myself. So,
Leah?
Coming in freshman year, the whole incident that happened recently, I was a little nervous, but the girls that were here, the seniors, they took me under their wing, and it meant a lot to me. The community's been amazing. They've been so welcoming and showed up to all of our home games. The bands, everybody that comes to our home games makes it worthwhile. And it's been an amazing 4 years.
Additional questions for the players?
Leah, we talked a little bit about the Big Bear, Little Bear program. Chloe's your Little Bear. The team's going to be very young next season. Where do you see Chloe at as, from next season on? She'll actually be one of the more experienced players as a sophomore.
Yeah, like I said before, Olivia took me under her wing when I came in, and I can't thank her enough for that because she taught me so much. And I hope that I can do the same for Chloe. I hope I did the same for Chloe. I know she's going to do just fine next year and following. Just try to lead by example, and I really hope that they learned something from me.
Yeah, Chloe brings a lot more than just basketball skills out there. She brings energy, she brings passion, she brings happiness out there on the floor, which has really been a huge thing for us personally as a team, because we don't always, sometimes we're way too serious out there, and she seems to lift us out of that.
Anything else for student athletes?
Okay, Leah, Taylor is one of the transfers in the program along with Sierra and Shakia. What did their experience being in other programs bring to the rest of you guys?
Well, coming from different schools, they all had different cultures, so it was a diverse group coming in, and I learned a lot from everybody. But once we all kind of clicked and we got into this culture here, we just came family. So
Anything else for the student athletes? Thank you, ladies. You can make your way back to the locker room. Appreciate it. We'll open it up for questions for Coach Tungate, please.
Obviously, IUPUI with Austin Parkinson kind of known as a really tough defensive team. What did they do today specifically that just made it so tough for you guys at times to score?
Well, I think in the beginning we just missed open shots. I mean, you know, I'm not taking any credit away from what they did. They're obviously a great defensive team and a great team, but when we weren't making shots, then we started forcing the ball. We started doing too much dribbling again, like I talked about yesterday. We stopped moving the ball, and then we finally got back to moving the ball again and started hitting some shots. Our defense picked up after that, and that's kind of been a theme with this team that when we make shots, our defense is good. When we don't guard, and you saw that in that first quarter. And then once the shots started falling, the intensity went back up, the bench got energized, and all of a sudden we started guarding again, and that's something that, you know, as a great teams don't do. I mean, they guard no matter whether the shot's going or not. So in the beginning, when the shot's not falling, I think we had open looks, we weren't making them, and then I think we got frustrated that we weren't making those shots and became a lot of one-on-one, trying to over dribble, and they do a good job with their help side, so that really hurt us too.
You guys are losing a lot of senior leadership this year. Next year, very young team. Where do you see your team at next year with 6 new recruits?
Well, I mean, you know, I think we got a good solid group coming back. They know what to expect. They know how we want to do things, and I think they're going to do a really good job of introducing the new players to what we do and how we do it, and how we do things. So, you know, it's still yet to be seen because we are going to be so young. But at the same time, the players that are coming in are very, very good players. They're replacing very, very good players. It's just a matter of how quick they can learn our system, and the players that maybe didn't get as much playing time this year really need to step up this summer, work on their game, take over some of those minutes as well, and then introduce the new players to how we do things. So, you know, I mean, the future's bright, but that's because of our seniors.
Jeff, you cut it to a point or whatever it was later in the game after being down 16 early, and then you guys kind of missed some shots. What did you see there? Did you see some poor shots, or did you see their defensive intensity get a little bit better?
You know, I thought it was a combination of both. There was a couple times where I thought we had really good looks. It just didn't go in. I mean, we had a couple drives to the bucket that we missed. We had a couple mid-range shots that we missed, and then you know, we did take 1 or 2 bad ones. And the thing with a team like that, like especially in a 56-49 game, every bad shot is magnified. And so even though I thought for the most part our shot selection down the stretch was pretty solid, those 1 or 2 bad ones really come back to hurt you, because then you got a foul or they're going to go and run some clock. You know, I think I look up, there's like 2 whatever left, 2:05, and I can't remember exactly what happened now, but then you look back up again in like a minute 15. And so those bad shots really cost you, not just in what you didn't get, but the time that they can take off the clock, what they get at the other end. So to answer your question, overall I thought the shot selection down the stretch was good, but those 1 or 2 really come back to bite you.
And then just a non-kind of game question. First year at Little Caesars Arena, you guys played the first game yesterday, you won. That's something you guys always remember. The Horizon League has some decisions to make after this year. What would be your message to them? How much would you want to see this tournament back here next year?
I've been coaching for 24 years, and I've talked to every coach in this league, very good friends with quite a few coaches in our league, and every coach and every player has said this tournament has to stay here. It is the best experience our kids have ever had. For them in 2 days' time to say they were in the Red Wings locker room, they're in an NBA visitors locker room. I told them the day before the game, I said, think about what's been sitting in your chair. I mean, just think of the people that sat in your chair. I mean, it's to be able to play here downtown in this arena means more to this league, means more to the coaches in this league, more importantly, means more to the players in this league. This tournament has to stay here. Everyone just raves about this place, and every coach wants it here. And the players have had an unbelievable experience. I think that's something you'll remember for a lifetime.
Paul?
Back to the game. I believe Leah got called for a couple fouls early. How did that affect your plan or her game?
Leah's a big part of our team, and if you look back over the course of the season, anytime Leah gets in foul trouble, that's usually when we go and have a bad run. You know, I thought Mercy gave us some really good minutes off the bench. I thought Nikita gave us some really good minutes off the bench, but the experience that Leah has in the way she can guard, the way she rebounds, and the way she can score the basketball, I mean, that's, with her out, that's a huge thing for us. You know, and part of the reason, and it worked fine, we went zone, was to try to keep us out of foul trouble. Gleason had 2 fouls, Leah had 2 fouls, and the game was getting away from us. We couldn't afford to keep them on the bench. Normally, you know, 2 fouls, you don't mind putting them back out there, especially seniors that know how to play with 2 fouls, but you're a little hesitant, but we couldn't let that game get away from us. And so she had to go out there and be able to play smart with two, but obviously she's not going to be as aggressive. She's not going to look to drive the ball as much. We thought we had a mismatch where she could drive the ball a little bit more, but once you have 2 fouls, it's really tough to get to the rim or want to get to the rim because you're afraid of picking up that third.
Anything else? Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thank you.